It's Al Cole from CBS Radio, host of the syndicated talk show People of Distinction, cluing you in that in our 21st century, I'll tell you, products and services are sold through video. That's right, so sell it through video at Al Cole Enterprises and SAG 14 Production Company. You got it, and right now you got it too. Enjoy another outstanding audio clip from our international guest list featuring my son, the fantastic Benji Cole, on People of Distinction.
And on the line with us today, we have Dorothy A. Wyatt. We'll be discussing her fantastic book, The Adventure of Harwood Squirrel, available at Amazon and Barnes & Noble. And I will say, Dorothy was brought to People of Distinction today by some of the best movers in the business, LitPrime Publishing. If you have a book that you'd like moved, well, you got to move it through LitPrime. You can find them at litprime.com. The Adventure of Harwood Squirrel. Now listen, the moment you do any search for it, you find the book online, instantly, right from the cover of the book, you know you're in for a delightful adventure. Okay, it's a children's narrative, and really, of course, it's entertaining. It's a fun journey that children are going to be able to embark upon, but it's infused with education as well. And it's such a beautiful thing that we have Dorothy here on the line to really articulate all the nuances of her book, because she's going to be able to do it much better than I can. She's going to be able to articulate from her experience the importance and the value of education. And without further ado, why was it important for you to write a children's book?
That's my background, working with children and young children. That would be the age. Well, I did try writing for adults. My friend wanted to join the Romance Writers of Maryland because we both were interested in the Regency period. Mm-hmm. So I did try writing for adults, but my heart with the little kids, I didn't do so well with them. I love the history part of the Regency period. I love the Jane Austen part of it, and I love the other authors who wrote in that period, and it was a wonderful, tumultuous time in history to know about. But I find that I just go toward children and children products. So back to, and I read this to. I told him I wasn't into the adult. I read mine. I read the book to the group. I said, "Here's what I've been writing while you've been writing." I must admit that I'm in that particular group. There were several successful authors, and they drove big cars and lived in lovely houses. So I should have been motivated by that, but I just didn't feel comfortable with that genre. So back to little children I went, and I had noticed in my as I taught, the expression on children's faces when they realize they are really reading, and they're reading on their own. It's one of the greatest gifts we can give a child is the ability to read and read well. So that's what made me want to write a book like this.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for really where you ended. Everything that you said was fantastic, but really where you ended, it spoke volumes, right? Because you covered really what inspired you to embark upon this journey. Writing this book allows so many children to learn how to read and really embark upon that educational journey outside of the classroom. And I think that is so important that you were able to recognize that and really put this book out to assist in that matter.
You touched on what my goal is for this book right now is to get it in the hands of more children. Mm-hmm. I cannot, as a self-published book, I cannot get it in libraries. But if it were published by that's what I'm auditioning for, published by a traditional publisher, a child could borrow it and learn to read, and for free. I mean, our libraries are a wonderful source for beginning readers. So that's what my goal is with this interview.
Fantastic.
Now you know all about me.
It's Al Cole from CBS Radio, host of the syndicated talk show People of Distinction, cluing you in that in our 21st century, I'll tell you, products and services are sold through video. That's right, so sell it through video at Al Cole Enterprises and SAG 14 Production Company. You got it, and look forward to enjoying other outstanding audio clips from our international guest list featuring my son, the fantastic Benji Cole, on People of Distinction.